Wow, I'm officially dumbfounded. I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
No, you're just dumb. You're just dumb. Oh my god, I hate to stop so soon. But Jesus Christ, Atheist Ranger. Wow, I never thought about it that way. You want to know why you never thought about it that way? Because that is retarded. What Life How I See It just said was one of the most retarded things I have ever heard in my life. Ha! Jokes. There's a reason you should not be thinking this way, Atheist Ranger. Wow, I'm dumbfounded. No, you're just a fucking idiot who is trapped in a circle jerk. Oh yeah, let's all nod along. We don't want any conflict here, guys. We already had enough conflict when Reese was in the hangout, and when people were yelling, getting all passionate. Let's just take it down a notch, guys. Let's be chill about it. Let's be homies. No. This is the problem. This is what makes you not a skeptical person. You're just sitting there, agreeing with heinous, reprehensible, and ludicrous shit. Like, we cannot judge other cultures because morality is subjective. That is asinine. That is a backwards way of looking at the world. And all you have to say for yourself is, wow, I never thought about it that way. I'm dumbfounded. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
a lot of people look at abortion as evil, man, and they have valid arguments. But then you got to think about, the way they behave. We see that as evil, but they just see that as the way they live their lives. You know what I mean?
I don't care how much people have normalized honor killings or suicide bombings or Sharia law, anything like that. It's still fucked up, and those people are still fucked up. I like this too, because if a Christian were to make a pro-life argument, people are on point. They will jump down that fucker's throat. And that's what we have done time and time again in America. Say, fuck you, pro-life movement. You're wrong. You're not actually pro-life. You are actually standing in the way of medical help for women in this country. And your movement is a joke, and we should regard it as such. But if Muslims from another country do it, all of a sudden we should respect that. All of a sudden, it's just how they see the world, man. Do you understand that you could say that about anyone? You could say, Ted Bundy saw the world in an interesting way. I mean, just live and let live. I mean, look, it's just his perspective. What kind of retarded worldview is this? How could you possibly ever make a judgment call against anything if you looked at the world through this lens?
Mm-hmm. So I've decided in my life that I do not care about that. I am smart enough and aware of reality enough to not allow those kind of mentalities to affect me, to judge an individual on who he is or he or she is,
Except you can't make a judgment call against even people as individuals, because this panel just went on a tirade that morality was completely subjective and therefore we can't judge other cultures. Therefore, I mean, look, it's just their way of seeing the world, bro. How can we judge that? Have you walked a day in their shoes? Have you walked 1,000 miles in their shoes? There's no way you can know. He had perfectly good reasons to blow himself up for the glory of Allah. I'm sure they were very personal reasons. Like, what? This is so random. And this guy's going to sit there and be like, I'm smart. Dude, I'm not the one to be like the mean guy, but you are not smart. You are someone who triggers me. You announcing to the world that you are smart triggers me. And is actually an insult to my intelligence. No, you are not smart. You are a fucking buffoon. And I enjoy having the chance to expose your moronic ramblings.
Yeah.
And it sucks that person did that, right? Sucks. You're an asshole for doing that. But you're an asshole. That's it. Not whatever hoodly doodly you want to put the label on for the person. There's always been hoodly doodlies, and they've always been fucking bad, bro. We're just humans, man.
Yeah, you really shouldn't attach so many hoodly doodlies to the individual. You, sir, are the asshole. And it's impossible for your religion to be immoral. I mean, it's peace. Not just Islam is peace. Every religion is peace. Every ideology is peace. It's just assholes who mess it up for everyone. They ruined the party for everyone, man. What? So it's no good to label someone accurately with the label they deserve. Okay, I did this terrorist act, for Islamic reasons. Okay, so they are an Islamic terrorist by definition. No. That's you putting too much hoodly doodly on it. Let's just call him an asshole. Okay, that doesn't really help me. That actually seems to minimize the problem. Do you not see the problem here? What do you even say to that? Am I really expected to sit here and respond to that horseshit? Have you heard something that stupid today? I want you to ask yourself, you sitting there watching this video, ask yourself this question. Have you heard something that stupid today? No, you have not. We have broken the stupid scale.
Some people flip out about fucking Pokemon. Or, like, oh, you didn't give me my Subway grinder fast enough, dude. I'm going to shoot the fucking place up. It doesn't really matter, dude.
Yeah.
Is there a massive epidemic of people being killed at Subway because their sandwiches weren't made fast enough? Please let me know if there is. Okay, look, it matters. If there is a religious text with a very specific passage, like, let the rocks cry out to us and reveal the Jews so we may kill them. And then a bunch of Islamists use this as an excuse to go out there and say, okay, we're going to go kill Jews now. So this isn't just sandbox anymore. This isn't just fun and games. This isn't creationist debates. This religion has a real world effect. People are actually dying. And you're going to sit here and tell me, you know what? We don't need to actually worry about condemning and criticizing the ideas because people are just assholes. I mean, I heard there was a guy in Subway who shot the employee working there because he didn't make his sandwich fast enough. Fascinating. Thank you so much for your contribution to this great debate on religion and extremism. Oh my God. This isn't convincing. I don't know what you're trying to do. Do you really think we're going to we're just going to sweep our concerns about religious violence under the rug because someone got killed over Pokemon once? Ooh, I'm so scared. You know what? The problem really is just assholes. I'm just going to be against assholes, I think. That's going to be how I live my life. And of course, I mean, they wouldn't be motivated by anything. There's no inspiration that might, lead to someone taking a bad action like that. No, people, they just happen to be assholes, no reason, and they just do it because they're assholes. Thank you. So informative. That really helps us in preventing this from happening in the future.
Yeah, I've seen people freak out about bronies.
And awkward pause. Yeah, Ranger, that's because bronies are weird. I hate to break it to you. Bronies are weird.
Yeah. People freak out for the craziest things these days, man. I have to agree. I myself have even freaked out over stupid shit before.
Quiet atheists, we know. I was there. I was there in that hangout when we said Islam was worse than Christianity. That clearly triggered you. That drove you to action. You were like, oh shit, I need to make this scandalous conflation right now. How dare they specifically target Islam? Islam and Christianity are the same. These are your words. They are the same kind of bad. It's just up to the interpretation. And I'm not surprised at all that he's a moral relativist.
Oh, yeah, so have I. I mean, and that's just it. I mean, we all have our bad days.
That person, dude, that did that violence, they had a fucking bad day. They had a real bad day, dude. Right?
Yeah.
What? This is not the Killing Joke, okay? Okay, do you understand what we're doing here? We are sympathizing with the bad guy. We are trying to put ourselves in the shoes of the ISIS fighter who chops off heads for a living and say, oh, you know what? He just had a bad day. Okay, ironically, you know what you're doing when you say that? You were removing agency from that person. You were completely contradicting the point you were trying to make before, which is we need to judge this person as an individual. Saying that someone who did some fucked up shit had a bad day is not helpful in the slightest. Guess who else had a bad day? The victims. The people who got injured and killed by these madmen. What about them? Did they have a bad day? No. Let's spend as much time as possible feeling bad For the evil, sick, twisted people out there. Jesus, listen to this. What kind of disgusting sentence was that?
So did a lot of other people. But that happens everywhere, all the time. And it has been since we've been here.
Please tell me there are sane people in the world. Please tell me that you, watching this video, understand how criminally fucking stupid that was. Everything that was said there. From the moral relativism to, oh, you know, we need to feel bad. Look, these people had a bad day. They just had a bad day, and then they snapped. Like they're the fucking Joker. Like this is a comic book. No. Okay, this explains your immature stance on this. You are thinking in comic book terms. I am thinking in real-world application terms. I understand that people have bad days, and they have reasons, sometimes even beyond the religious reasons, that they undergo these attacks. And guess what? I don't care. I don't care if the people in ISIS had a bad day. That doesn't excuse anything they've done. That doesn't make it any better. That doesn't change what they've done, certainly. Once again, this panel is just fucking embarrassing. They're either outright retarded, retardedly malicious even, or just complicit, just sitting there nodding along. Atheist Ranger not challenging anyone, just going along with the stupidity happening in his own hangout. Not just not confronting them to avoid conflict, actively agreeing with them, agreeing with what life said about, oh, they view us as evil because we perform abortions. That's an abortion. That's an abortion of thought. This is an abortion of a video. And these guys have earned themselves a spot as my #1 target from here on out. Thanks for watching.